Find out the origin of Hernan Guerra Superman in the pages of this tie-in comic. This version of Superman was very reminiscent of modern age stories like Birthright and Superman Earth 1. I found the characterization of Hernan made him more of a loose cannon as a child and an angrier drifter during his adult life. Upon crashing on Earth, Hernan is adopted by a family of migrant workers that remind him of the consequences that come with his great powers and kind of revealing them throughout the day or to people around his town and stuff like that. His sister is the only person that's really supportive of him and probably the only person that actually understands his pain and isolation as a child and going through as an adult too, pretty much being the only individual with this much of a burden on his whole life. And I really enjoyed seeing a story like this because it reminded me of Superman Red Sun, which is kind of also a different take on the Superman mythology, while also still in keeping with the core elements of like who he is. He just grew up in another part of the world. Though this Superman is not really a kind soul like Clark Kent, he has a temper and carries a guilt causing harm to others during his violent outbursts. And by the end of this story, it's clear that this version of Superman walks a fine line between being a hero and a villain. He almost reminded me of General Zod in the way that he kind of acted as an adult. But yeah, I mean, overall I really like this origin. It's an interesting take on the character and it provides a contrast to the Boy Scout qualities that we normally find from Superman stories and all that kind of stuff. And the art was really great here too. It reminded me a lot of Superman Birthright, as I had said previously, and I can't wait to see where the story is going to go from here and how the Trinity will form in their own tie-in comic, because I believe the Justice League Gods and Monsters tie-in comic comes out in, I believe, a week from now, or possibly like a few days from now. But next up is the Wonder Woman origin story for this universe, and then after that will follow obviously the team up book where they all kind of form together, and I believe that will lead into the movie, and the movie comes out July 22nd, just for anyone wondering. So I'm going to give this comic an 8 out of 10, and you can buy all 3 chapters of this digitally right now or wait a couple weeks to buy the physical copy. Sound off with your thoughts on this issue down below.